Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's Sarah here from Sew Sarah Style. I hope you're all well. This vlog is quite a late catch up for Sew Frugal and a little bit of talk about sort of forthcoming makes and challenges which are going to be happening. There are absolutely loads of fantastic challenges in April, but the other thing that I need to say is I'm really sorry, but I'm not necessarily going to be around for too much of it. I've got huge commitments at the moment. You know, when you just feel like you're being spread a little bit too thinly, and much as I'd love to take part in all of the challenges and be vlogging every single week, it's just not going to be possible. So if I can, I will definitely be popping on every so often just to update you with what I've been doing, but it won't be a lot of sewing, and therefore it probably won't be a huge amount of vlogging because I won't have much to talk about. So please bear with me. I will do what I can, and hopefully you'll still be there, and my sewing room definitely will still be there for me. So when I can, I will be up sewing and vlogging. So I hope you understand. So one of my absolute favourite challenges, the one that was kind of made for me really, is happening this month. It's the Sew Recreate the Look challenge, which is run by Charlene of So Dressmaking and Jen of Jen Leg Tees Creatives. I absolutely adore this challenge. I've taken part in the last couple of years, and really I'm absolutely not going to have time this month to do it because it does take a lot of sort of thought. I really like to throw myself into that particular challenge, so it's just a shame that it happens to have fallen this April, but in the meantime what I'm wearing will have to do. So this is, again, as last year, I've combined Sew Recreate the Look with Sew Frugal 23, and I talked about this in my vlog. It didn't actually make it in time for the 31st of March, but I've made it since, and it's a copy of a ready-to-wear top. I couldn't find a picture before, but I've since found it, and it's a jersey. It's a cotton jersey with a broderie anglaise neck. I used the Closet Core t-shirt pattern and made it in a size 8, I think it was, and I already had this broderie anglaise trim, so I just I added that. What I did was I used also the Tiana's Closet Karen top to get an idea of how to attach the ruffle. I cut the back in 2 pieces and added the seam allowance instead of cutting it on the fold, and then just I used the measurements of the ruffle from the Tiana's Closet pattern and just sewed it on as a sort of a normal neckband, really, using her instructions, and it all came together beautifully. The t-shirt pattern itself is perfect, fantastic, slightly boxy. I cut something between the cropped and the long, and to be honest, that was a bit of a mistake because the sleeves are fairly short. It kind of looks a little bit like the whole thing's too small. I think if you've got sleeves which are a bit shorter, you're better to have the bodice either very short or a bit longer to make it look a bit more intentional. But other than that, I wouldn't change a thing. I would definitely be making more Closet Core tees, and as soon as the weather warms up, I can't wait to make one of the Tiana's Closet Karen ruffle neck top, the whole thing, really, rather than just pinching bits of it. So this, as I say, it's a Sew Frugal 23 make, and it's also a Sew Recreate the Look, in that I've completely copied this ready-to-wear top that I'd had my eye on for some time. So I'm really pleased with how that's turned out. My second make for Sew Frugal was the Tiana's Closet Gillian ruched front dress, as you can see here. A few people had asked if it was possible to make it in a jersey. It's actually meant for a woven, and it has a zip in the instructions, but I decided that I wanted to try it in a jersey. So I used this stable, it's like a stable crepe jersey, and here it is. It's a toile, so excuse the fact that I didn't change any of the overlocker threads, or nothing matches on it, and it doesn't look particularly attractive here either, but actually it makes a really nice dress. There's got darts in the back, so I kept the back seam just because for the toile I thought I might as well. That's where obviously your zip would go if it was in a woven, but then you've got the back darts, which I think gives it a really lovely shape. Don't do what I did and not read the instructions, because the front piece is really quite strange. Half of it, the bottom half, needs to be cut on the fold, and then it's sort of it comes away from the fold to make this ruching detail here. So the first time I did it, I just cut them as 2 front pieces, which just isn't right at all. And then I realised I needed to cut it on the fold. Luckily, I had enough fabric to do so. So then the instructions tell you to ruche it from here to here, gather it from here to here. And I think it says do it separately on both sides, but I couldn't get them to match up. So in the end, I just sewed them together with a long gathering stitch and pulled them and gathered them, which worked out far better for me. Then stitched it in place, obviously, to hold the gathers, and added a neckband. So I just drafted a knit neckband, and it's a really, really lovely casual dress. So I would definitely recommend that. A few people have mentioned the layering thing for Tiana's closets, the fact that the pattern is printed in layers. Yes, you do need to use the layering, because don't think you can wing it and just print it out, because that's what I did, and I could not for the life of me work out which line was which. So anyway, that meant reprinting it annoyingly once I managed to work out how to do the layering. So I got it once you've done that, once you've got the layering sorted, it's really easy, it's very straightforward. So that's Tiana's closet. On my friend here is the Peppermint robe jacket, which is a free pattern from Peppermint Patterns, which is designed by Common Stitch Patterns, an Australian pattern company. This fabric, if you remember from my plans vlog, I was originally going to use to toile the Paola workwear jacket from thefabricstore.com. So I had in my mind that I was going to make this robe jacket in that fantastic river print organic denim fabric that I had. But because I love that fabric so much, I thought, right, I actually need to toile the robe, and made this up. And to be honest, I like this so much that I didn't bother making the denim one. It's a just gorgeously easy pattern. It all came together beautifully. This is the carousel pattern. I don't know if you can see some of the horses, and there's a little horse here. That French sort of vintage. It's actually a furnishing fabric, but it's relatively lightweight. What I love about this is it's got the pleat detail in the back as well. It's just very, very simple, but lovely to wear, easy to throw on. So I was really pleased with that. The river print denim fabric has actually now become a bit of a precious fabric, because I don't think I want to make, I may make another one of these in it, but the other pattern I've got my eye on for that fabric is the Fibre Mood Kaya dress, Kaya, and it's just a really simple sort of v-neck pinafore dress, but I think that'll look really lovely in that sort of a fairly long length pinafore dress for the summer. So I might just toile that, and if I like that dress, then that fabric may well become that. Again, it's all about finding the time, but that would be a dress to wear towards the summer. So yeah, keep an eye out for that one. Other challenges for this month are the Sew a Blouse for April challenge, which I've done before, run by Cloth Edit, and this year Ruan from the Yorkshire Sew Girl is also running that challenge with Gabrielle from Cloth Edit. Another lovely challenge. I can't actually remember the blouse that I made last year, but I did. I took part anyway. It's just, I have to say, I absolutely love challenges. It always just gives me an idea of a starting point really for what I want to make. So this year, if I can, I will be taking part in that. I'd like to make the Hudson blouse from Sewing and the City. It's a sleeveless blouse with like a big, it's quite high neck with a big bow, which you can tie at the back or you can tie at the front. And I want to make it in this, which is a really lightweight cotton lawn, like a voile, I think, actually. No, not a voile, a voile, cotton voile. How do you pronounce that? I'm not sure. And I absolutely love the colour of this. It's lined as well, so whether I sort of line it in the same fabric, I think I probably will do. And one of the reasons that I want to make that is because we've got a wedding to go to in the summer, and I'm thinking about making myself a dress for the wedding. Not 100% sure yet, but I would quite like to extend, if this blouse works, to extend it down into a full length dress with kind of high slits at the side, and then a really big bow with long ties down the back in, wait for it, this ridiculously expensive, I've never spent this much on fabric before, but if it's this dress for a special occasion, it's a Liberty silk fabric, one of the Arboretum prints. And to me, those colours are absolutely stunning. But it's sewing with silk, which I've only done once before and wasn't particularly good at. It needs to be lined with silk, so I also need to find a lining for it. I've had a look around, I'm not sure. Any tips for sewing with silk would be much appreciated. I found this pink silk lining, potentially for a lining. I don't want to spend too much on the lining, but from Sherwood's Fabrics, and I think it says it's a chiffon, so I'm not sure whether that would just be too light. I'm going to order a sample of that. I've already got a sample of, I thought I'd got it with me, I haven't. I've already got a sample of the Liberty silk, which is absolutely beautiful. So I'm just thinking about doing that at the minute, but obviously a lot of it depends on how I get on with this top, what I think of the top, and we'll take it from there really. So that is another plan. So hopefully I will be able to get that done by the end of April. Another challenge in April is the Oh So Me 23 challenge, which is run by the lovely Nadia from Stitch and Style by Nadia. I met her at Sobrum last year. She's such a lovely girl. And it's to raise awareness for bowel cancer. Her husband, Ben, was diagnosed with bowel cancer in 2018. So they want to raise awareness of the bowel cancer and also raise money for Bowel Cancer UK. So the idea is that you actually make something that you have fitted or adjusted to fit you. So it's you know, it's oh so me. The whole idea is that it fits me perfectly. I've adjusted it to my style or my size. So anything that you want to make that fits that criteria would be perfect really. So you just have to tag Nadia in, and as I say, the hashtag is OhSoMe23. There's also donations that you can make to Bowel Cancer UK. I'll put all the details in the box below. And another fab challenge not to forget about, of course, is the Selfless Sew April 23 challenge run by my lovely friend Adele and Claire from Stitch Hem Sew and Crystal from My Social Thread. I won't say too much about it in this video because I've got another vlog coming out. I think it's on the 12th of April where I've got some plans for that. And the idea obviously is that you make something for somebody else. It's quite simple. There are various categories to take part in or to enter your entry into, and that obviously has to be done during the month of April. Again, I'll put the details below, and there's a vlog tour going on as well. So if you just search up Selfless Sew April, then you will find all the vloggers talking about what you need to do for that one. So I am looking forward to making stuff for other people, so that would be great. So I think that's it for this vlog. As I say, I haven't got a huge amount of time at all, so please forgive me if I'm not vlogging regularly. As I say, I hope you will still be there for me, because I am going to really miss it as something I enjoy so much. I love sewing and I love vlogging, but it just needs to take a back seat, just for a short time at least. So in the meantime, you were happy sewing and take care, and hope to see you soon. Bye.